design, to be specific, product design. And in this case, from China. Let me explain. Let me go back a bit. So here's my phone. In a phone case I bought from AliExpress. And why did I buy this? Well, my phone is the Fairphone 4, and it's quite niche. So my options are either to buy the official Fairphone case for like 40 euros, which is a lot of money for a phone case. And it's only a TPU case, so it's not anything special. I can buy a case that's basically dropshipped from AliExpress for Amazon and pay a bunch of extra for shipping and such, because Amazon doesn't give me free shipping, it costs a lot to ship. Or I can go to a Finnish store. For this phone, there probably isn't even anything, and even if there was, it would be ridiculously expensive. Or I can buy from AliExpress directly. And there's not many options actually, but this is the best one I found. It's a flip case with a TPU case. But it has some very typical Chinese product design principles. Like, let's look at this in a bit more detail. So here you have a front. So actually there was supposed to be like a brand name thing here, but it was a sticker, or like not a sticker, but it's like a plastic piece attached with like some tape or something. It came off, like it was peeling off immediately, so I just took it off because it wasn't attached in any meaningful way. It was like very, again, Chinese products can be very sketchy with some stuff sometimes. But you know, it's there. That's the front. On the inside, just gotta take this little card off. I don't need you to see that. So on the inside, you have this card holder and you have the phone case part. That's like a, I'll take the phone off. It's like a silicone phone holding piece. And on the side, there's a cutout hole for the fingerprint scanner. On the back you have a camera cutout. I guess the lighting isn't too good on showing it, but well, it's there. It is black after all. Anyway, it's all designed for this phone. I mean, tolerance can be a bit sketchy. You can see, like, hopefully you can see, on the top, like around here, there's a microphone hole that's really badly aligned. But there are all the holes for the correct microphones on here, on the bottom, on top. And there is a cutout correctly for the fingerprint scanner. But the thing is, it's designed, but it's not designed to work perfectly. For example, the fingerprint scanner it works, but the case is very fucking deep. So it's kind of annoying to get to. Like, it's a lot more annoying to like press the power button than before. And there's a bit of a weird gap between the like volume buttons and the actual volume buttons, so you end up with some minor like gaps. You end up with some like, it doesn't feel like as good as the button itself does. And then there's this magnet thing from the hinge. It works, but it's quite weak. Though again, it works perfectly fine, and you can open it fine. It all goes good. But on the back, you can actually like, I don't know if it's visible on the camera, but like, I think it is. But the magnet here is visible. Like, I can tell it. Like, if I like, not in a normal position, but if I like go my thumb over it or something, I can feel it there. So that's a bit weird. But what stands out about this case, it's very clearly not that specifically designed for my phone. I mean, the camera cutout is clearly made for my phone. It's quite unique on this device. But like, the rest of the phone is not. Like, look at this front bit. Look at this. There's a cutout here, presumably for a speaker. But is there a speaker from here? No, it's just halfway on top here. There's the camera, but it's not even fully like free. It's like partially blocking the selfie camera, and the rest and partially it's just like showing a screen selfie camera parts. It doesn't make any sense for this phone. And it's also weirdly like uncomfortably smaller than the silicone case inside. But the question is, why is it like that? Why is that the mechanism they have chosen to use? Well, the reason is quite simple actually. They probably reuse the same like case. Like what I suspect they do, because they have like this brand, this company has a bunch of these cases, same cases for a bunch of different phones. So what I assume they do is they design these silicone cases for each phone. But they presumably are the ones that set, because they also sell separate silicone cases. I assume these are exactly that. Then they take this generic leather case they have, and they make a camera cutout for it that actually fits the phone they are designing for, and then they just slap it on there, and then you have a pretty product. But here's the thing, it's not even like a new case. This is not like for any remotely recent phone. How do I know that? Because it's cut out. It's quite far down. It's not like on top here, where the cutouts are in modern phones. It's up here, like it's a speakerphone cutout. It's down here, and it's not for a camera either, because it's not shaped like a camera cutout. It's shaped too narrow and too wide. So it's very clearly like a speakerphone cutout, but it's clearly not for these wide, like, very top angled ones. It's very clearly meant for, like, one here. But we have had bezel-less screens for a long time now. What sense does this make? Well, the answer is old phones. In old phones with big bezels, you would have a small speakerphone in the middle of the bezel right here. So probably this is taken from a phone from, like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Like, it's probably taken from like I don't know, like 6, 7, 8, whatever. It's taken all of years ago when phones were still had bezels, when they were still bezeled. That's when they made this case. That's when I designed this case, and I just reused it since then for all kinds of phones with a different camera cutout and a different silicone case glued to it inside. This is the epitome of Chinese design. This is how Chinese design works. This is Chinese brand design. You take one thing and you milk it to the oblivion. Why do you make a new case when you can use the same one for 10 years? No reason. You just change some little bits of it to make it work with new things, and then you're good. That is my lecture on Chinese product design completed.